Board Member Bledsoe? Here. Board Member Chair Burke?
Yes.
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle? All are present.
Okay. Who are my two friends?
Yes, so our first item on the consent agenda is to adopt the minutes of the June 16th, 2026 regular school board meeting and to approve the financial reports from March the 20th, March 2026. I recommend that we approve these two items under the consent agenda.
Any discussion? If not, okay, Danny?
Okay. Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Brown?
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Next, we will move to our school reports, and I'd like to introduce our new principal at Alcoa Elementary School, Mr. Michael Bradford.
Director Jones, board, I am really excited to get the opportunity to talk to you today as the principal at Alcoa Elementary School. So just to give you an idea about where we are with numbers, we currently have a total enrollment of 578 kiddos, pre-K through second grade. And so we are looking at those numbers as students will start coming in just to make sure that we have accurate numbers and students where they need to be. But the two things that I wanted to talk to you as I have moved into this the position, first off, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to get to do this job. I'm excited to be able to support the teachers and be with the students at the elementary school. But as I was thinking about this job, and since we don't have kiddos yet to highlight, just really wanted to talk about two of the things that we are talking about as a staff, sort of supporting the growth and the work that we're doing. So specifically looking at our core values as a school, and then our behavior sort of shifts that we're looking at. So I've printed something for you in true teacher fashion. So I'll give you these to pass out. So as you are getting them, I can wait for just a second. And I won't talk through every single thing on the list, but just wanted to start with the first one, which is the power core values. And so as we are thinking about the school and the needs, we really wanted to talk about the ideas that we are working toward every day. And so we are talking about our core values under the power strategy, so really focusing on those 5 sort of core values. And so the first one is purposeful instruction, right? So at Alcoa Elementary School, we're going to be focused on the way that we're supporting individual student needs and making sure that we're providing the best instruction that they deserve. We're also going to think about outstanding relationships and developing those relationships with the teachers in the classrooms, also with our community, to make sure that stakeholders are involved and engaged, and also thinking about our relationship as a staff and between our schools as well. So making sure that everyone has the support that they need and that they are, feeling that they have the relationships to be able to be collaborative and successful. The other piece of our core values is about hard work. So it's important to be able to work hard to do the job that we're hired to do. And so my job as the principal is to really think about how I can make sure that they have everything that they need to be successful. The other piece of the puzzle, which is really key for us, is every student, every day. And so we want to make sure that we are showing up and prepared to meet the students' needs. So, one of the things that Meredith and I will be doing is being in the classroom so the students know who we are and how we can support them. And so really thinking about showing up again, thinking about how that instruction that we offer, the relationships that we build, the hard work that we provide is to make sure that our students, every single student in our building, are successful and set up for that very last piece, right, with results and success. And so when we do those things, our kiddos are set up to be successful in whatever they choose to do and whatever work that they're putting forth. So that's just sort of a big picture of the core values that we're going to be working toward, and so you'll hear that language at the elementary school as we're supporting that. The other sheet that you have is about our behavioral expectations. So one of the things that we're really going to focus on is making sure that we sort of hit those 4 pieces of the behavior blueprint. And so specifically looking at our job as a school to be able to start teaching our students to be good people at the very beginning. And so we've got 3 new behavioral expectations that we're going to be looking at. I can control my choices, I can control my actions, and I can control my success. So really giving students the power to be in control of the decisions that they're making, and so really making them feel that student ownership there. And so through that, we're going to be working as a staff, making sure that we're teaching the students, that we're monitoring them, that we're intervening if needed, but also that we're rewarding them. So the last thing that I wanted to share is when you come to the elementary school to visit us, because I hope that you will be there, we are going to start giving out students tornado tickets when they are doing the right thing. So when you come into our building, you can pick up some tornado tickets in the front office, and if you see kiddos doing the right thing, we would love for you to get the opportunity to reward them for that too. So thank you for sharing just a little bit, for letting me share just a little bit about Alcoa Elementary School.
Thank you, Mr. Bradford. We appreciate you sharing that with us, your core values and your behavioral expectations. We look forward to visiting your school and seeing those things in place. Thank you. Moving on to our personnel report. As you can see in your packet, we have hired 7 new certified teachers, 6 new non-certified teachers for a total of 13. And those non-certified are food service and our paraprofessionals within each of our schools. And then we've had internal transfers. We've had one certified internal transfer, and we've had two non-certified internal transfers moving about within our building. So that is your personnel report. Next, moving on is board business. Our first item is item A under board business, which is Public Entity Partners Judy Housley Safety Partners Matching Grant Program. This is a program that we participate in yearly, where public entity partners provides us with some matching funds. Could be up to about $5,000, where we can utilize toward a project around safety that maybe we've already done, we can apply to, or something that we are moving forward. So I'd make a recommendation that we approve item A, Public Entity Partners Judy Housley Safety Partners Matching Grant Program.
Is there any discussion? Any questions? Okay, Danny?
Okay. Board Member Brown?
Yes.
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Bledsoe?
Next two items on the agenda are memorandums of understanding. Our first one is item A, which is a memorandum between Alcoa City School Board of Education and a third-party ABA company. It is sort of general just because it would be with each program that would partner with our system. Item C is an MOU between Alcoa City Schools Board of Education and the State of Tennessee Department of Education for special education services at state special schools, specifically the Tennessee School of the Deaf, Tennessee School of the Blind. So this is an MOU that we create each year so that if we have students that participate in that program, we can work with them on that. So I'd make a recommendation that we approve items B and C in regards to memorandums of understanding.
I make a motion to approve MOU B and C.
Okay, any discussion? None, Danny?
Okay. Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Brown?
Yes.
Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Next two items are collaboration and contract agreements with organizations. Item D is a collaboration agreement between Alcoa City Schools Board of Education and Douglas Cherokee Head Start. And then item E is a contract agreement with Alcoa City Schools, the Board of Education, and a Tennessee Educational Cooperative. Tennessee Educational Cooperative, just for some clarifications, we partner with them to provide some special ed services to our students. So I'd make a recommendation that we approve item D, contract agreement with Douglas Cherokee, and item E, contract agreement with Tennessee Educational Cooperative.
Is there any discussion? Any questions? Okay, Danny?
Okay. Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Brown?
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle?
Last item under board business is item F, which is the naming the Alcoa High School baseball hitting facility, Garrison Stevens hitting facility, in honor of Alcoa High School graduate Garrison Stevens. So I'll make a recommendation that we approve this item and name the hitting facility Garrison Stevens Hitting Facility.
I make a motion to name the Alcoa School baseball hitting facility after Garrison Stevens.
Any discussion? Any questions? Okay, Danny?
Okay. Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Brown. Board Chair Kirk.
Next items will be field trips. We'll do these all together unless the board desires to do them one at a time. So our first field trip is Andy Bird, Alcoa High School Girls Soccer in Cleveland, Tennessee, September the 11th and 12th, 2026. Second field trip is Keenan Sudreth with our Alcoa High School DECA marketing program to Louisville, Kentucky, November the 20th through 22nd at 2026. Next field trip is Keenan Sudreth, Alcoa High School DECA to Chattanooga, Tennessee, February the 23rd through the 26th, 2027. The next field trip is Keenan Sudreth, Alcoa High School DECA to Anaheim, California, April 15th through the 22nd, 2027. And lastly, Lon Fox to New York, Lancaster, and Hershey, Pennsylvania, May 24th through the 27th, 2027. So I'll make a recommendation that we approve these field trips for these particular programs.
Okay. Board Chair Kirk. Yes. Board Member Brown. Yes. Board Member Bledsoe. Yes. Board Member Rochelle. Yes. Board Member Marsh.
Yes.
Next item is moving to board policy. Buckle your seatbelt. We're going on a ride here through 34 of these. But board, as we know, and for those of you who are unable to attend, last night we had a work session where we discussed each of these policies in detail, that changes, and then the new policies that we went over. So, board, if we need to discuss any of these policies, please stop me and we will do that. Item A under board policy is first reading of update to policy 1.400, which is school board meetings. Item B is first reading of update to policy 1.403, which is agendas. Item C is first reading of update to policy 1.404, appeals and appearances before the board. Item D, first reading of update to policy 1.804, alcohol and drugs in the workplace. Item E, first reading of update to policy 1.905, charter school renewal. So my recommendation, board, is that we approve Section 1, all the policies in Section 1, which are items A through E.
Okay. Board Member Brown. Yes. Board Member Marsh.
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk.
Yes.
Board Member Bledsoe. Yes. Board Member Rochelle.
Moving on to item F is first reading of update to policy 2.100, which is fiscal management goals. So that's the only policy we have in Section 2. So I'd recommend that we approve for first reading policy 2.10 in Section 2.
I make a motion to approve policy number 2.100.
Okay. Board Member Bledsoe. Yes. Board Member Brown. Yes. Board Chair Kirk.
Yes.
Board Member Marsh.
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle.
Moving on to item G, which is first reading of policy 4.213, which is family life education. Item H, first reading of update to policy 4.215, which is instructional use of digital devices. Item I, first reading of update to policy 4.301, interscholastic athletics. J, first reading of update to policy 4.600, grading system. K, first reading of update to policy 4.603, promoting and retention. L, first reading of update to policy 4.605, graduation requirements. I'd recommend that we approve items G through L in Section 4 of our board policy manual.
Second.
Okay, Board Member Brown? Board Member Rochelle? Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Bledsoe?
Moving on to item M, first reading of update to policy 5.106, which is application and employment. Item N, first reading of update to policy 5.114, personnel files. Item O is first reading of update to policy 5.1151, telework during emergencies. Item P, first reading of update to policy 5.200, separation practices for tenured teachers. Item Q, first reading of update to policy 5.201, which is separation practices for non-tenured teachers. Item R, first reading of update to policy 5.302, which is sick leave. Item S, first reading of update to policy 5.303, personal and professional leave. Item T, first reading of update to policy 5.400, personal health examinations, communicable diseases. Item U, first reading of update to policy 5.403, drug and alcohol testing for employees. Item V, first reading of update to policy 5.600, staff rights and responsibilities. Item W, first reading of update to policy 5.606, political activities. Item X, first reading of update to policy 5.608, tutoring for pay. So I would recommend that we approve items M through X in section 5 of our board policy.
Second.
Any discussion or questions?
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Brown? Yes. Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Moving on to item AA is first reading of update to policy 6.200, which is attendance. Item BB, first reading of update to policy 6.202, homeschools. Item CC, first reading of update to policy 6.205, student assignments. Item DD, first reading of update to policy 6.303, questioning students and searches. Item EE, first reading of update to policy 6.306, interference, disruption of school activities. Item FF, first reading of update to policy 6.318, admission of suspended or expelled students. Item GG, first reading of update to policy 6.4053, outside applied behavior analysis therapy. Item HH, first reading of update to policy 6.412A, emergency allergy response plan. And II, first reading of update to policy 6.506, students from military families. So I'd make a recommendation that we approve item AA through II in section 6 of our board policy.
Board Member Rochelle? Yes. Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Brown?
And the last item, which we just didn't include in section 5, is item JJ, first reading of update to policy 5.800, which is director of schools. So I make a recommendation that we approve item JJ.
Make a motion to approve JJ.
JJ. Okay.
meeting fixtures happen. We have to set dollars. Yes, sir.
All right, Board Member Bledsoe? Yes. Board Member Brown?
Yes.
Board Chair Kirk?
Yes.
Board Member Marsh?
Yes.
Board Member Rochelle?
And I would like to put on your agenda that we'll go over these again next month for second reading, so. If anybody missed one, we'll catch it. Moving on to next item, there are no finance reports at this time tonight. Ms. Danny, do we have any comments from? Okay, no comments from items not on the agenda. So moving to the director's report, I just want to say huge thank you to our Educator Support Center staff, our principals, our teachers, our support staff in our buildings, because they have been working so hard. I'd like to tell you that they took off all summer and they've not been preparing their classrooms, but they've been working during the summer to ensure that their classrooms are ready, instruction is prepared for students when they arrive on Thursday. So I want to say a huge thank you for the work that they're doing, their professional development, and then just their flexibility in working through these Skyward issues. I'll give you a Skyward update. So the latest update that we have regarding Skyward is we are receiving some functionality. It's not for everyone. I might be able to have access, but Ms. Danny may not have full access. The app may work. It may not work for some. So we were told that they are repairing or trying to get some of those tools back online this afternoon around 6:30. So we appreciate our parents and their flexibility. We know that it probably caused some inconvenience for some folks that had planned for their student to come to school, but we look forward to them arriving on Thursday with us. On Friday, there'll be our last Movies in the Stadium event here in the stadium. I think the movie is National Treasure. So if you'd like to come out with our community to do that event, we could do that. And then our next board meeting is August the 25th. And that's 1 week later than normal due to some out-of-town folks. So that's all the information I have.